Yo, yo, yo. What's going on? It's Nez0's. Chilling in the bad shop, 2017. I think this is the first video I've done in 2017. I was looking at my channel yesterday and I think everything is from 2016. There might be something from 2017, but I don't remember. And I don't even think it's an unboxing. But anyways, just been really busy doing different things, and now I have a child. He's, what is he now? He's going on 17 months, so he's still a bit of a babe, half toddler. And my wife and I are pretty busy with him. Hoping to get him into RC one day. Who knows? But he does like things that spin. You know, he's spinning wheels on his toy cars. It's fun. So that's kept me busy. And other than that, just busy at the local track, Rocks and Shocks in Oshawa. And once in a while heading out to Galaxy Hobby in Mississauga. Still like that place. I love it. Actually, that was the first place we got a track going. And yeah, actually that's the place I picked up the most recent kit I got. Today's video is an unboxing, and this particular kit I will be raffling off at the 5th version of Nez0's Bad Compy, aka Concrete Compy. That will be at Rocks and Shocks on July 8th, 2017. And right now, this week, is the World Championships of RC Drift, the D110 series, and that's in Netherlands, in Emmen, I believe. And I've been following the coverage and stuff, and it's pretty cool. If any of you guys want to check it out, there's going to be, I think, live streaming all week. And today, I believe, was the first day people were getting situated and stuff, so I was checking out pictures and media. Anyways, let's get to the unboxing today. This is a new kit from MST, one of their first brand new chassis in a long time. And this is, I believe, a direct competitor to the Yokomo YD-2. For reasons I will explain momentarily. So anyways, the new kit is this. It is the RMX 2.0 S. S being for the, I would guess it's standard or sport. It's not a this is not a VIP, which I heard some chatter that people were surprised that the first version of their new kit was not a VIP. Now, the RMX, there was already a version out of this car, and I have one. It's up there somewhere, buried on the shelf in the project mode. Got to get it going, but got so many things on the go, it's hard to pick which to do. But anyways, the first version I have, and I haven't driven the one I have in a while, but I did get to drive it, and I do like it, and that's why I ended up getting it in a trade. This one has been revamped. They changed, I think, a couple things in the front end of the car, and they really changed up the rear end of the car. So, let's take a quick look here. As you can see from the picture, the motor, you can kind of see it here. I'll show another picture or something I'll show that'll better explain it. The motor is midship rear in front of the rear axle, so mid-motored car. The unique thing is you can see it says here centered upper motor. You have choice on this particular kit. You have choice of putting the motor low down like the YD2 or high up as standard. It's a matter of, I think, a couple screws and you move the motor plate up and down. So that will be very interesting. I haven't read too much about performance of this car yet. I've read only a couple things from a few different people online, and I forget who they were. It was late at night. And they said they liked it, but I couldn't remember which motor config they had it in or anything like that. But they did say they like it, so that's good. And this particular one, which I picked up at Galaxy Hobby in Mississauga, as I mentioned, I think I did. This one comes with an extra aluminum damper set, aka a full set of shocks. It's the TR56 set, and what I was told is this is not like the VIP aluminum shocks. This is a whole new version, a whole new set. So that will be interesting. I'm eager to try that out once I get this kit going. And other than that, it's like any other standard MST kit. I'm hoping the fit finish will be just as good. And when you look at the picture, I have another one of the MST plastic cars here. So this is the RMX 2.0. Here is the well-known MST FXX DS, which they also make in VIP. This particular example has upgraded steering rack, or wiper arm, sorry, and also the IFS suspension, inboard front suspension. Regardless, if you look at both of them, if you can kind of see both of them, or if you want to, when you compare them online, you will see that there are some similarities, particularly the center rail chassis and the geometry. I say geometry. The front suspension is similar, although I can see from the picture it is different on the RMX 2.0S. So it'll be very interesting to see how that all goes down, because I myself have been daily drifting, so to say, an FXX DS for a long time, for many years now, several years at least, and I call it my secret weapon because it's a secret weapon. People don't understand how the car drives so well, yet it's mostly basic. There are some upgrades on it in key areas, but other than that, it's a plastic chassis, has what you call it? Oh, my brain failing me right now. It's it'll come to me anyways. It has the turnbuckles that are non-adjustable. The plastic, they're not even on that car. I forget the name for it. This is bad. This is typical bad shop. Anyways, it has the those non-adjustable camber links in the rear and non-adjustable steering link. Fixed link. Wow, my brain, if we can catch up. Fixed link. It has those on the car, so I don't adjust the rear camber like ever. I don't adjust the steering arm geometry, the turnbuckle link from the steering arm, and it drives really good. It has a very good balance as it is, so I leave it alone and call it secret weapon, and people are kind of baffled by it. But anyways, enough about that car, more about this car. What else can I show you on the box? Really not much there. Or I can show you a couple things here. So before I crack it open real quick, you get great angle front steering. I think pretty similar to the FXX, which is good. We want that. It says here high rigidity, which is good. Yeah, they did change the front suspension geometry and some of the parts here in the front end. It'll be interesting to see. Here is a much better look at the the motor mount. In this case, this is in the upper position, so you can either put it down here or up here. So YD-2 is down here like this. They also mounted the motor the same way as the Yokomo YD-2 on what would be the left side of the chassis. And it has to do with motor initial torquing. I also forget the Darren nomenclature for that. What they're saying is basically when you begin to rev the motor, the initial torque of the motor makes the chassis twist a certain way. So if you look at a Sakura D4, this is on the right-hand side of the car, whereas Yokomo and MST for this car have put it on the left-hand side, and they believe it's better for initial acceleration and balance, I believe, from what I read late at night a while ago. And other than that, typical MST stuff like the brakes, realistic brakes and caliper, which look pretty cool. And it says here steel CVD axle, which is good. So they're providing that as standard, which is nice. I think that's the same as the FXX as far as I know. Other than that, there's really nothing else on the box that's super fancy that I can show you or tell you about. This is sealed. I haven't cracked it yet, so good for me to know. Now I can tell you some specifics here. Wheelbase 257mm, width 190mm. This is a rear-wheel drive kit. You have adjustable casters 6, 8, 10, and 12 degrees, and camber is adjustable from 0 to 12 degrees as standard. Full ball bearings and hydraulic damper set. Basically oil shocks. So with these extra shocks thrown in, I'm hoping that I get a plastic set and an aluminum set so I can compare. That would be cool. I think that's what's going to happen. Now, 10 minutes in, I've been blabbering away. Let's cut this open. This always happens. I try not to blabber too much in the video, and I end up blabbering, but it's okay. With YouTube, you can always skip right to this part if you haven't already skipped to this part already. We are now cutting it. Yes. Yes, let's go. Oh, yes. RMX 2.0S instruction manuals. Now, I've built a couple of these kits. Or, sorry, not the RMX kits. I've built some FXX kits, and the instructions are pretty good. There are some areas where you really have to pay attention, as far as I remember, and just take your time. Make sure you read things. If you're not sure, take a short break, come back, and then go from there. That's what I had to do a couple times. Sometimes you just have to refresh your eyes, or that kind of thing, and then whatever you're trying to read that doesn't make sense will make sense. So anyway, ooh, look at that. I just flipped this over. That's some nice MST stickers right there. Ooh, and even some tire livery stickers, those curved ones. Those will be cool. Anyways, put that there. Now there's not too much in the box. Immediately though, what I notice right away is, unlike the FXX kits which I've built, this kit does not come with rims or tires. Wheels or tires, I should say. And that's a new thing, I guess. So if you buy one of these, you're gonna have to buy rims and tires right away. Wow, that's kind of a bit of a bummer. And the other thing I noticed that was on the box that someone pointed out to me when I was telling them about it is, I don't think this thing actually comes with a gyro, which the FXX kits typically do. They usually come with the MST LSD 2.0 gyro, and this one said nothing about that. However, they are throwing in the aluminum dampers, so I'm wondering if that's the thing now. No more gyro, but you're getting aluminum dampers, unless that's a limited thing, I don't know. If any of you have purchased one, let me know what you got in your area. I'm in Canada, so maybe it's a geography thing, I don't know. We're gonna find out soon, but anyways, these are the three main parts bags, it appears to be. A big bag of bits over here, another big bag of bits, which this one's mostly plastic, and then the chassis down here. So why don't I just crack the chassis open first. I'll just get the chassis out so you can see it. It's pretty nice. Feels pretty good. Feels nice. Doesn't feel too flexy from side to side. That's pretty stiff. From front to back, that's also quite stiff, but allows a bit of flex. And that's one thing I like about my plastic FXX, is the little bit of flex in the chassis. I don't know why, but I just like it. Anyways, that looks good. So we'll put that over there now. And I'm gonna dump some bits into here. This is not gonna go back in the box the way it was, and I don't care, because I'm probably gonna build it shortly after this. Don't know if I'll do a build video, because it's not my style, but maybe I'll take some pictures and make a video of it or something, or make an initial look as it's built video. Here's some bearings and bits and bytes, and there's the brake discs, which I think are flipped around, because normally they're chrome, unless they're going with black now. Oh, it's plastic brake disc with sticker, so that's what it is. The calipers are on here in parts bag 7. It's pretty cool. The upper rails, upper rails for the chassis, which feel, they're stiff. They're quite stiff. That's good. Very nice. Sorry, my nose is running a little bit. Here is parts bag 1, which are the rear arms and the front lower arms. Those definitely look different. Those are definitely different. So those are redesigned for this car. That will be interesting to see. Looks like they give you a couple... Sorry, I thought those were extra toe blocks, suspension toe blocks. It is not. That's just what you get. But those look good. And this is parts bag 10, bumpers, body posts. I love body posts myself. I know they're not scale, but I'm a body post guy. I used to race, and in racing, no stealth mounts. Even back when I raced in the late 90s, stealth mounts weren't really a thing. Like, they probably existed, but they weren't popular. And anyways, when you're racing, you don't want your body popping off. Drifting, I don't like resetting my body every other corner that every wall that I tap, so to say. But even if I tap a wall with a stealth mount car, I can still tap it back on, as we do. This is parts bag 9. I'm not sure what these are for. This looks like maybe the battery compartment tray thing. I don't know. I'm gonna find out. But anyways, there it is. What's this? Parts bag 3. This looks like, this is bearings, servo horn, screws, turnbuckles, ball cups, ball studs, etc., etc. Nice. Okay, I'm gonna do the next bag. The next bag here. Yes. Bam. All right. Now, tools. Oh, cool. They do give you tools usually. So we got a wrench here, turnbuckle wrench. The wheel nuts are in there. They look like they're aluminum, nice, but they're not locking nuts, sadly. The Yokomo gives you a locking nylon nut, but these are not. They give you some double-sided tape, some Allen keys, some body clips, etc., etc. Cool. Okay, so here we go with the aluminum shocks. Those are definitely aluminum right there. Some springs, looks like a couple different springs. Number 15 mineral oils for your shock. I prefer 20 weight myself, or 200 if you're Yokomo. I don't know if there's plastic shocks in this parts bag 8. I'm going to find out, because I'm curious myself. I don't see... Yeah, I'm going to open that after, anyways. Shock towers, parts bag 6. Those are definitely redesigned for this car. They don't look like the same ones from the RMX, but if someone has a version 1 RMX, let me know. They look redesigned to me. Parts bag 5 is the rear transmission case, which also is sort of like the YD-2, with gears in the rear end instead of just a drive shaft and a pinion spur sort of setup. Ring gear, that kind of thing. And this says it comes with a ball diff as standard, so I will be cranking this ball diff down 100%, or not even putting in the balls. I don't know. The YD-2 has a viscous, well, I call it a viscous diff. It's a geared diff full of oil, heavy oil. They call it 10,000 oil. So similar idea, but I think the oil gear diff will probably work better than a ball, but maybe the ball will, well, obviously the ball diff will be smoother. But I think the action generated by the gear oil diff, I think it might be better. Don't know. We're going to find out. I'm going to find out for sure. So that's something to think about. There's the motor plate, and you can see all the extra holes here, which will allow the mounting. So that's interesting. Spur gear, nice spur gear. Some MST greases in there for your ball diff and other things. And parts bag 2. Oh, I've gone through the bags already. Wow, nice. Parts bag 2, which, what the heck are these? These look like battery holders. Some ball cups in there. Those look like the upper / lower knuckle ball mounts, ball cup mounts. Interesting, nice. Anyways, oh right. So I was gonna check these shocks because I want to know if they just threw in the aluminums and you get no plastics, or if you get plastic and aluminum. And of course they've taped the freaking thing. You know what, hold on. They've taped it around so much. Gotta find a nice spot for the camera here. Sorry guys. You might be a bit crooked, but oh, there we go. Don't worry about it. Okay, so that's the aluminum shocks. You can see that there. This is, I'll just hold it. Aluminum shocks, nice. Now, I want to know, where are the other shocks? Let me put you down here. And I'm cutting this thing right open. I don't even care right now. Hiya. And I really want to know, because having 2 sets of shocks would be really cool. And alright, so no. 2-piece spring set, so we front and rear. There's all the bits for the shocks themselves, the inner pieces, which MST shocks are really nice. And there are the rest of the bits for the shocks. And there are no plastic shocks that I can see. Here's the instructions for the TR56 shocks. Nice, they give you a whole dealio. It's a whole separate thing for it. So that's kind of cool. But, as I was wondering, no plastic body shocks. Shock bodies, I should say. I'm going to take a quick look again because I didn't see them, and I don't think I will. So that's a good question answered that I was curious. Now, from what I remember, if you buy a YD-2 Plus, which I do own, they come with the big bore shocks, the aluminum shocks, but I'm pretty sure, if my memory serves correct, they also give you the plastic shock bodies as well, I think. I can't remember. If you have one, check your box, or remember, correct me, comment, because I can't remember exactly. It's been a while since I built that car. But that would mean Yokomo's got the one-up on that. However, having aluminum shocks thrown in on a plastic car, that's still pretty nice, so, you know, can't really complain there. But it is a bit of a bummer. I was hoping for a double set of shocks so then I could do some comparisons. Because I'm pretty sure this is not thrown in on every RMX. I have a feeling this is like a limited thing or a random thing. We're going to find out when I talk to some next people who also have this car. Anyways, I've been babbling for a while, and hopefully you stuck through it. I try not to babble too much, but sometimes I just get to babbling. It's just because I like the hobby so much. And I want to tell you people stuff, especially you people, you RC people, or just brand new people who are wondering, should I get this kit? Should I go with something else? Or what should I do? What should I spend my money on? Well, if MST's history is anything to go on, most of their cars perform pretty good out of the box. The FXX is well known for a couple of key things that you need to upgrade to make it very nice right out of the box. But other than that, like the fit and finish and the way the kit goes together is pretty good. Just got to take your time, don't strip any screws. And so like I was saying, as long as the history proves itself, I think this will be a very good kit and a very good chassis, and I'm eager to find out how it does and what kind of upgrades it might need right away, if any. Yeah. I think that's all I have to say about that. So, RMX 2.0S from MST, rear-wheel drive drift car. The unbox is complete. Now I can build it. Anyways, questions, comments, please drop me a line on the video. Tell me your thoughts, tell me what you think, and I'll go from there. I probably won't do a build video, because I don't have time for that, but maybe I'll do an initial look once I get it built, and I'll compare it to an FXX plastic, my Yokomo Plus, YD-2 Plus, and even a VIP FXX, and maybe I'll put some wheels on the RMX that I have hiding up there, which is purple, and just do a bench comparison of all of them, and see how that goes. That's what I'm thinking anyway, so yes, wonderful, it's unboxed. Nez0's Bad Shop unboxing the RMX 2.0S. Alright, so